What's up, you guys? Hi, hello. I know this video is long overdue, and by the time I post this, it's going to be Monday. So happy new week, good morning, rise and shine, get up, let's get grinding, let's do what we have to do this week. And you know what it is. So this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a Q&A, question and answer, because my last video was so stressful to upload and it was so stressful to edit that I said for my next video I'm just going to do a sit down one, and I'm going to be doing my makeup while I do this. And I know you're probably thinking, just answer the questions, but I want to do my makeup, you know? It's currently 8:27 p.m. and I actually do have placement tomorrow, so I don't know what I'm doing because I should be getting ready for bed and going to bed because I have to be up at 5. But I said, nope, I will post this video. I've been procrastinating. I was meant to do this video days ago, but because I'm in placement during the week, like they literally have me in Monday to Friday sometimes, that it's actually very, very difficult. I'm only doing 4 shifts a week, but they're kind of spaced out a bit weird. But yeah, this is my last and final placement of the year, of first year, so a round of applause for me. I made it through first year. Was there some tears? Hell yeah, there was, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm genuinely really happy about that. I'm in theaters, but I'm gonna do an updated uni, like children's nursing type of vlog on my next one. So I don't actually know what my next video is gonna be, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my makeup and we're just gonna get into it. These are my most asked questions. I get these all the time. I did have some repetitive ones, so I just kind of just put them all together type of thing. So technically I'm gonna be answering 10 questions, just I've grouped some of them together because they were all just the same thing, just in a different way type of thing, you know? But yeah, new location unlocked. I am at my mom's house and I will be doing my makeup in my little makeup bag type of thing that I took to Turkey. I still haven't unpacked it. I've finally unpacked my suitcases. Hello. It didn't take me weeks. Did it take me 2 weeks to unpack? Yeah, but some of my stuff is still in its packaging and it might just have to stay that way until I feel like unpacking it all. If you like this one, let me know because I'll do another one, and maybe that one might be something like, what are your assumptions about me? Or maybe people just want to know a little bit more about me, which is okay. And I think these are really, really fun. It's really nice and interesting to see what people think about you, you know, type of thing. But we're just gonna get into it. I don't have my eyebrow stuff, so I'm not gonna do my eyebrows like that, but we are just gonna do like a soft beat type of thing. My first question is, who is your role model? With my role model, it just kind of varies because I don't know, it just changes up all of the time. But I will say, my biggest role model, I will say, is my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Hello. Yeah, love that man. He's definitely my biggest role model, especially since I started reading the Bible and just seeing everything that he went through and how judged he was and just things like that. Just kind of, some of the stories in the Bible really resonate with me. And just reading the book of Matthew, which talks about like the trials and tribulations that he went through and everything that he went through, and it's just kind of like, he's my biggest role model, because imagine everybody being against you and everybody thinking you're a witch or some type of thing, and you're just busy trying to mind your business. Like, my other role models include Georgina. This is going to be a different one. Georgina is definitely one of my biggest role models because she started from nothing and now look at her. She's literally like with the biggest footballer in the whole entire world. Like, that's her man. Do you know what I mean? She literally started from nothing, had to build her way up type of thing, and she's very humble. I recently watched her documentary and it is chef's kiss. Absolutely adore her, love her. She's my favorite. She's very humble with everything that she does, and she likes to give back. She doesn't let the money get to her head, and she's very appreciative of the things that she does have, and she always likes to, like, you know, keep herself humble, and she always remembers where she came from type of thing. So she's definitely one of them up there, and she's gorgeous. She's stunning. That is a beautiful family, an absolutely beautiful family. Like, yeah. My second question is, how do you find time to do everything as a mother? This one's a bit of a tricky one because there's never really time. There's never time when you're a mother. Like, you're constantly on the go. Like, you feel like you're always moving around. you feel like you don't really have time for anything. I'm literally doing my YouTube, I'm doing uni, I'm doing social media, and I'm working on other things in the background, and it's like I literally feel like I have no time. I feel like sometimes I genuinely feel like there's not even enough hours in the day to do the things that I need to do. But I do try and make time. I mean, obviously when everybody else is on break and things like that, like, you know, holiday breaks, university breaks and things like that, I just kind of, I'm still busy, still very busy being a mother. And obviously at the times when I'm off, my daughter is in school, so sometimes I will use that time to like kind of just record all the content that I need, and then obviously I will just store it and then I'll post it. YouTube is a little different because you gotta edit and then you gotta post it, and it takes forever to edit and it takes forever to load and post. So it's just kind of that type of thing. And I don't know, sometimes I do feel like I kind of just like burnt out type of thing. I do get really burnt out, but at the end of the day I remember why I'm doing it. I remember that I'm just, you know, I'm just trying to live, yo. I'm just trying to live. I'm just trying to survive. I don't know. Like, yeah, so I kind of feel like I actually just don't have time to do anything, because with uni, it's not just going to placement. You have to go to placement. You have to do all your documentation on your part and everything, get everything assessed and checked and marked and sent off, your interviews, all of that. Like, it's a lot of constant mental stuff, and it's very draining and it is very tiring, and you're constantly having to chase people around to fill out your documentation and stuff, because without it you cannot pass first year, second year, or third year. So it is very difficult with that. There's just people out there who just don't have the opportunities that I do, so I just learn to be grateful and try not to complain. But obviously at the end of the day, I am human. I do have feelings. I do get burnt out. I do have times where I'm overwhelmed and I'm sad and I feel like the whole world is collapsing, but just gotta keep thugging it out, you know, type of thing. This one makes me laugh. I get this on a daily basis. On a daily basis, anybody who meets me, anybody who finds out if I have kids, the third question is, do you want any more kids? I get this all the time. I've gotten this since people found out I was pregnant. I've gotten this every single day of my life. That is like a reoccurring question I get every single time. And I wish people would stop asking mothers if they want any more kids. Because if we wanted any more kids, baby, we would have popped one out by now, you know. Do you get my drift? I don't know, but with that one, it's very difficult for me to answer that question, because I do want more kids, but just because of how my pregnancy went and the first 2 years of being a mother was so difficult for me, I suffered with really bad the sentence wasn't about to flow. I suffered with really bad postnatal depression and postpartum depression, to the point where I had to go to therapy and things like that, because it just kind of, I had no support. Basically, I don't have that big of a support system, so it was very difficult. Everything to do with my daughter, I did it by myself, mentally, physically, financially, everything I provided myself. So it's a very tough question for me, because due to that, I am actually quite traumatized. I'm very traumatized, and I just want to have a good pregnancy. I don't know, it's kind of sad when I think about it, because I didn't get to do a baby shower, I didn't get to do a baby welcoming, I didn't have a gender reveal, any of that type of stuff that everybody does when they're pregnant, I didn't get to do, which obviously is quite upsetting. But due to the time and the circumstances and everything, it just wasn't great. But I do want more kids, but I'm just gonna do it right this time, type of thing. I mean, everything in life happens for a reason, do you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, I try not to dwell on it and I try not to affect my future. But I will say I am very traumatized to have any more kids, but I do want more kids. That's a very scary topic for me. But if you want to know more about that and you want me to do a pregnancy / labor / being a mother type, like story time type of thing, let me know, because I will drop that for you. I want my daughter to have a sibling. I mean, as a parent, it is actually very sad when you see your child playing by themselves sometimes. Like, let's say for example you're washing the dishes or you're trying to cook or anything like that, and you just see your child playing by themselves. It does hurt you a little bit, and you wish you could give them a sibling, but at the same time you've got to think about finances, you've got to think Are you mentally and physically able to actually have another child? Because yes, you could want another child, but is your body able to handle it? Mentally, are you going to be able to handle it, type of thing? Because one thing I'll tell you, a lot of people say they want kids, but they actually mean they want a baby and not a child. People forget that they don't stay babies for long. They will grow up to have their own personalities, and when they start having their own personalities, that's when people start kind of abusing their kids. And hopefully when the time is right and with the right person, hopefully it will happen for me, and hopefully I can have the dream pregnancy that I want. How old are you? I am 23 years old. I was born on the 10th of December 2000, so I'm about to be 24 this year, which is so scary to think about. Like, for me to even think that I'm even 23 right now is crazy. I sometimes forget my own age. Like, when I get asked my age, I kind of stutter and stuff because I always want to say 20, but I'm actually 23, about to be 24. So that's how old I am. See, this ties into the first question that I asked, or the second, whichever one it was. But the question is, do you ever have days where you don't want to post? Baby, I have those days frequently, but just because of the type of schedule that I have, it's insane. I'm on my feet 24/7, like from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed. So there are some days where I'm just like, I don't want to edit this video right now. I could have taken this video like 2 weeks ago and I don't want to edit it. Mentally, I'm not in the right space of mind to edit it. My turkey vlog took me about 5 days to edit because I just mentally was not in like the headspace to be editing my video. And obviously when I post, I want my videos to be really, really good and stuff like that. And it's just like, I just don't want to post rubbish. I don't want to post anything. I want to post videos that I think people will enjoy and things like that. So I do have times and days where I'm just like, I don't even want to post. And a lot of people, I never used to understand, but a lot of people just think you take the video and then you edit it for like maybe 30 minutes or something and then you upload it. Like, no. Like, those 20-minute videos you're watching, those 10-minute videos that you're watching on YouTube and things like that, that's a various amount of clips being put into one, and you have to edit all of them and make sure they're perfect. Sound effects, I don't know, animations, graphics, all of that type of stuff. Like, even the backing track, you've got to find the right backing track. Like, I once spent 10 minutes looking for the right backing track. Like, it's not all easy as people make it out to be, type of thing. And I'm just starting to learn that now. So whenever I see that a creator hasn't posted in like 2 weeks, I'm like, girl, I get it. I fully get it. This next question makes me giggle. It makes me laugh because I don't really say too much about myself online. Like, I don't talk about my personal life or anything like that. But this next question says relationship with a question mark. I mean, I'm guessing they're asking like, am I in a relationship, am I not? Like, type of thing. But no, I'm actually not in a relationship. I'm actually very single. I've been single for quite a long time now. And this is the first time, I'll be so honest, this is the first time I've been single since I was 17. Because when I've only ever been with 3 people in my life, like, I don't do that type of stuff of talking to too many guys at the same time or like sleeping around. Like, no judgment to anybody, but that's just not me, because when I'm with somebody, like, I want a connection with that person. So I've only ever been with like 3 people in my life at the age of 24, 23. And yeah, I'm currently single. I'm currently single, and it's been okay. Don't get me wrong, I get lonely sometimes. I don't know if anybody else is like that. Let me just be so for real. Like, sometimes, like, let's say if I go to the cinema or something and I see couples, I'm just like, damn, I want my husband now. Like, you know, like, I do get a bit lonely sometimes, and sometimes I'm just like, okay, I want a relationship now. But, you know, at this point in my life, I'm just trying to take care of myself and my mental health, because if I cannot take care of myself and my mental health, how do I expect myself to get with somebody without fixing the baggage that I have? I don't want to carry my baggage on into my next relationship. I want to make sure that I've dealt with all the trauma that I've faced and that I've healed from it and that I've grown before I even think about getting with somebody else, because that's somebody's son, that's somebody's grandson, that's somebody's uncle, that's God's child, and I don't want to now get into a relationship with them and mess them up type of thing, you know, just because I have my own issues that I'm dealing with. Don't get me wrong, everybody has their flaws, but there's a difference between having flaws compared to saying, oh, this is just the way I am, take it or leave it type of thing, you know. So I just, at the minute, I'm okay. I'm just out here just vibing, you know. But yeah, sometimes I'm just like, damn, I wish I had my husband. I wish I was married. Like, let me tell you the amount of times I've been looking at wedding dresses. I look at wedding dresses all the time. I look at venues all the time. I look at so much stuff to do with weddings because I just want to get married. But I know at the right time that God will make it happen. So no rush on this side, you know. I'm not actively dating. I don't have any dating websites or anything like that on my phone. Like, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm just vibing. This next question, nobody actually even knows this about me. Now that I think about it, nobody knows this information about me. But number 7 is, what's your favorite thing to do? And my favorite thing to do is actually, I love to read books. I read books all the time. Books are my favorite way to kind of escape the world and things like that. I love to read. Reading is my passion. But another thing that people don't know about me is I'm an author. I write books. I actually have a book published, and it's been published for a long time. But the only difference is a lot of people know the book, but they just don't know that it's me that wrote it, because my author name is completely different to my name. And I'm actually about to finish writing this other book. I've been writing it since January, I think. And I think by the end of this year, it will finally be done and I can finally publish it. But for now, yeah, I just don't tell anybody my author name. I feel like that's just something about me I want to keep private, because it's just the thrill of knowing so many people love your book, but they just don't know who the author is. Like, it's, you know, it's just a lot of questions of, who is she? Like, who wrote this book? Has anyone found her Instagram? Does she have Snapchat? Does she have TikTok? Like, where is she? Has anyone found her account? And nobody can find it because they don't know it's you. So I think that's something that I love. I love to write, and I hope to write more books. Yeah, it's my favorite thing to do. So yes, I am also an author, and my author name is completely different. You will never find it. You will never be able to even think of what my author name is, because you'll just be like, what type of thing. But yeah, that's something about me that I'm gonna keep very private, because it's close to my heart. Hopefully I will get to publish my new book by the end of this year. If not, I'm aiming for January, because I'm off in January. Well, Christmas break, and then I'm back in uni, but I'm not on placement, so it'll be easier for me to just, you know, proofread it again and again and again and again and again and again before I publish it. But yeah, and there's a lot that goes into publishing a book, so that's why it takes so long. Like, people think you just write the book and publish it. Like, no, there's so much that goes into it. Like, I've been working on this book for nearly a year and it's not out. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff you gotta do, a lot of things you gotta get through, a lot of checklists you gotta tick as you go down, just to make sure that everything's perfect. It says, any tips for social media? I would honestly just say, just post your stuff. Just post it. Don't try to be perfect. Don't try and, you know, be like these other people out here. Like, don't be trying to do all of that. If you know that you're not that in that type of aesthetic, but you're just doing it because other people are doing it and you can see it's getting them views, doesn't mean it's going to get you views type of thing. Everybody has a different aesthetic. Everybody has something different about them that people like. So in my opinion, I just think, be yourself, and the right community of people will find you. Post what you want to post. Don't overthink it. Just post what you want to post. Yes, think about it this way. A lot of people are just like, 50 likes is not a lot. Imagine those 50 people in your house. Are they gonna fit? I mean, if you have a big house, then yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, just do what you want to do. Don't be like some people out here. I've read influencers who literally go out renting expensive houses and renting out expensive cars and things like that just to try to upkeep with the appearance that they've set for themselves on social media. And now they're in a lot of debt because of a lot of scams that they've done in order to get these cars, or when they bring back the rentals and everything's broken and stuff like that because they were trying to do stuff for social media. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. The right community of people will find you, and it's okay. It takes time. Some people do blow up overnight. That's just their luck. Do you know what I mean? That's their luck. Good for them. But for some other people, it does take a hot minute. Like, it takes time to grow and to create a following and things like that. So just be yourself. There's no need to change who you are just to try and get society to like you, because eventually at the end, you're honestly just going to burn out. You're going to burn out. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be depressed, and you're going to absolutely hate it. And you're not going to want to you're not going to want to make content anymore, because in your head you've created this very unrealistic version of yourself that you're now having to try and upkeep and keep up with. So just be yourself and post whatever you want and the stuff that you like. What is your dream career? Oh, this is my favorite question. My dream career has always been either anything to do with children, not in that way. I mean, like, anything to do with children as in like nursing, being a teacher, or anything like that, because I love kids and kids love me and I'm really good with kids. I understand kids better. I'm great with kids. So it's just for me, it was just like I've always resonated with kids. And all my family know this. They know that I'm just great. I'm better with kids type of thing. And they always knew that I wanted to do something within childcare or anything like that. So one of my dream careers is always I wanted to be either a children's nurse or a pediatric surgeon. I wanted to be a pediatric surgeon, but that's very demanding and it requires a lot of hours and things like that. And I'm a mother, so childcare is not always available. So for me, it was very difficult to kind of go down that path. But I went into children's nursing, which is just as great. I love that. But my actual dream career is to be a model. I've wanted to be a model for as long as I can remember, since I was a kid. As a kid, I used to watch the Victoria's Secret fashion shows on repeat on YouTube, the whole show, the whole 45 minutes, and I would be giggling, smiling, kicking my feet, copying the models and everything like that, pretending to do runways in my mom's house, all of that stuff. I've always wanted to be a model, and I've always wanted to be a fashion model, and I've always wanted to do photo shoots and things like that. It's just something that I've really always wanted to do, and I'm closer than you think. I'm closer than you think. When I say that this is the year for me to reach my goals, I wasn't kidding. I was not messing around, baby. Like, I'm starting on business this year. I don't know, who knows? By next year, you might see me on a billboard. Who knows? Very hard for me because it was kind of like a confidence thing, because just a lot growing up being told like, oh, you're too skinny, oh, this, that, the other, you look like this, you look like that, you don't fit in with this, you don't fit in with that, and it really knocked my confidence down. But this past year I really built my confidence up to be like, no, I am that girl, I am that woman. What do you mean? No, that is me. I am who I say I am. Do you know what I mean? Like, I am who God says I am as well. It's just, do you know what I mean? Type of thing. It's just learning to zone out all the other voices and just listen to what you want. And a lot of people are just going to be like, yeah, but you don't look like model material. If God says there's space for me, then there's space for me, okay? I don't know what you want me to do. Tussle with him, not me. I think I can do it. I have faith in myself that I can get myself to where I need to be, especially with how far I've gone this year. Like, some of the people I've met this year, I wouldn't even have dreamt that I thought I'd met them. Like what? That's insane. And just the meetings that I've had and things like that, the people that I've spoken to, the people I've met, the places that I've been to and visited, like, baby, God has paved the way for me already, you know? By the way, in my last video, the last video, I mentioned that I got a new lip liner, and it's number 17, and I absolutely love it. It's so good. But any advice for my younger self? My advice to her would be, stop trying to people please so much. Stop trying to people please so much, because them people, they don't really love you. They don't really care about you or your well-being. They don't care about anything to do with you. They just like the things that you can do for them. So definitely to be more careful on who you trust, be more careful who you let into your life, and definitely stop people pleasing, because people pleasing is not going to get you anywhere but hurt. So my advice to her would be keep it strong, don't be afraid to set boundaries, and to just be who you are. Don't change who you are just because you want to get people to like you, just because you want to fit in, and just because you don't want to be the odd one out. Sometimes it's good to be the odd one out, okay? It's not everywhere you must fit in. And the biggest one for me, I think the advice I would give to my younger self is stop expecting you from everybody else. The type of heart that you have is not the type of heart that everybody else has. So yeah, that would be my advice. I'm gonna put some lip gloss. Usually I do something else to my lips, like I do a lip combo, but hey, it's 9 o'clock at night. I'm not going anywhere, so we're just gonna put a bit of gloss. I don't think this video was chaotic, but that is all for me for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, because this was more calm for me. I'm not usually a calm person. I'm usually chaotic. I'm usually just being wild. I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed this little sit down. I felt like it was a little chaotic and that I couldn't concentrate on answering my questions. So next time I might just actually just sit down and talk to the camera and talk to you guys that way instead, because this was a little chaotic. My brain couldn't coordinate properly. But I hope you liked getting to know me better, and let me know what you want to see for my next video. Let me know if you want to see a vlog, a day in the life, like assumptions about me, just anything, updated makeup tutorial, I don't know. Let me know, and your wish is my command. But for now, this is all I'm gonna give to you for this video, and it's just little short, little sweet, little cute, just, you know. Yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful week, and I hope that you just strive and you just do what you need to do. Give yourself grace, because you also need to give yourself grace, because you are human at the end of the day. And I know people want to overwork themselves and burn out, but just take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, and just be you at the end of the day. Don't change for nobody, and if nobody's treating you right, please get rid of them. They're not gonna change, okay? Then it's been 2 years, they're not gonna change, okay? But I hope everybody has a fantastic week, and I will see you guys from my next video.